Hey there, travel enthusiasts! Ready to explore the most amazing places in England? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a hilarious journey through the wonders of England in stunning 4K. We're talking rolling green hills, charming villages that look like they're straight out of a storybook, and of course, enough history to make your head spin faster than a game show wheel. So grab your bangers and mash, settle in, and get ready to laugh your teacups off, because this is going to be brilliantly British. All right, let's kick things off with the elephant in the room, or should I say the rain cloud in the sky, the weather. Welcome to England, where the weather is as unpredictable as a cat on a hot tin roof. One minute it's sunny, the next you've got yourself a full-blown drizzle extravaganza. It's like Mother Nature can't quite make up her mind, but hey, that's part of the charm, right? Keeps you on your toes. Plus, think of it this way, all that rain keeps everything looking lush and green. And it gives you a great excuse to pop into a cozy pub for a pint. Speaking of pubs, you'll find plenty of those in England. They're like warm hugs on a rainy day, filled with good cheer, even better beer, and maybe even a pub quiz if you're feeling brave. Just, maybe brush up on your British trivia beforehand. Now, where were we? Oh, right, exploring the wonders of England. Let's get to it, shall we? Next stop, London, baby. And when you think of London, you think of Big Ben, right? This iconic clock tower is basically the Beyoncé of landmarks. Everyone knows it, everyone loves it, and it's always on time. Well, almost always. You know, Big Ben has been around for ages, saw it all. Probably even had tea with a few kings and queens. So you can't blame the old girl for needing a little maintenance every now and then. But hey, even when it's under construction, Big Ben is still a sight to behold. It's like watching a really, really slow magic trick. You know something amazing is going to happen. You just have to be patient, and trust me, the wait is worth it. Because when that clock face is finally revealed, all sparkling and new, it's enough to make you want to break out in a chorus of God Save the Queen. Or, you know, just snap a selfie and post it to Instagram with the caption, Big Ben and I, living our best lives. Right, off we go to Stonehenge, one of those places that makes you scratch your head and go, how on earth did they build that? Seriously, those ancient stones have been standing there for centuries, long before cranes and bulldozers and those fancy power tools they have at Home Depot. You've got to hand it to those Neolithic builders. They knew a thing or two about construction. Although I have a sneaking suspicion they might have just been messing around. Hey Bob, hold that giant rock steady while I grab another one. I'm thinking pyramid shape? No, let's go with a circle. It's more mysterious. Whatever their methods, Stonehenge is undeniably impressive. It's like the world's oldest puzzle, just begging to be solved. Was it a temple, an astronomical calendar, a really, really big sundial, or maybe, just maybe it was just a giant game of Jenga that got a little out of hand? I mean, have you ever played Jenga after a few pints down the pub? Things can get a bit wobbly. Next up, we're heading to the Lake District, a place so beautiful it looks like it was painted by Bob Ross himself. Seriously, we're talking sparkling lakes, rolling hills, and more shades of green than you can shake a paintbrush at. And sheep. Don't forget the sheep. They're everywhere in the Lake District, just casually strolling around, munching on grass, posing for pictures. They're like the unofficial mascots of the place. And you know what? They're not even bothered by the tourists. In fact, I think they find us quite amusing. I swear I saw one sheep giving his mate a right good side-eye as a group of us were trying to navigate a stile. It was like he was saying, look at these humans struggling with their fancy shoes and complicated lives. We're just out here enjoying the view, chewing our cud, and you know what? He's got a point. The Lake District is the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle, breathe in the fresh air, and just be. All right, history buffs, this one's for you. We're off to the Tower of London, a place steeped in more history than a cup of builder's tea. This place has seen it all. Kings, queens, prisoners, executions, the works. It's enough to give you goosebumps. And not the good kind, but don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. The Tower of London is also home to the Beefeaters, those iconic guards in the fancy red outfits. And let me tell you, these guys are full of surprises. They're like walking, talking history books, but with a side of dry wit that would make a stand-up comedian proud. I swear, I overheard one of them telling a group of tourists that the secret to a long life is avoiding being locked in the tower. Solid advice, I'd say. But seriously, the Tower of London is a must-see. Just be sure to wear comfortable shoes because you'll be doing a lot of walking. And maybe pack a sense of humour, you're going to need it. Get ready for some serious cuteness overload because we're headed to the Cotswolds. This region of England is basically what happens when you combine a storybook with a box of watercolours and a sprinkle of magic. Seriously, every village looks like it was designed by a team of fairy tale architects. Honey-coloured stone cottages, winding lanes, babbling brooks. It's almost too picturesque for words. But don't just stand there gawking at the scenery. Get out there and explore. Take a stroll through the charming villages, pop into a local pub for a pint and a pie, and maybe even try your hand at bartering at a farmer's market. And speaking of food, the Cotswolds are a foodie's paradise. From award-winning restaurants to cosy pubs serving up hearty fare, you'll find something to tantalise your taste buds around every corner. Just be sure to pack your stretchy pants. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're headed to the coast. And not just any coast, we're talking about the iconic white cliffs of Dover. These majestic chalk cliffs are like something out of a dream, rising dramatically from the sea and stretching for miles along the coastline. On a clear day, you can even see France from here. Although I'm not sure if the French know we can see them. Maybe we should give them a wave, just to be neighbourly. But be warned, the white cliffs of Dover are not for the faint of heart. Those seagulls are fearless. They'll swoop down and steal your lunch right out of your hand if you're not careful. My advice, eat your picnic indoors or, just embrace the chaos and have a good laugh about it. It's all part of the adventure, right? All right, time to relax and unwind because we're off to Bath, a city practically built for pampering. This historic city is famous for its ancient Roman baths, which, as the name suggests, were a pretty big deal back in the day. We're talking saunas, steam rooms, plunge pools, the works. Of course, the Romans aren't around anymore. More's the pity, I hear their togas were fabulous. But you can still visit the baths and soak up the history. Just maybe avoid wearing a toga, you might get some funny looks. But Bath isn't just about ancient history, it's also a vibrant city with plenty to see and do. From exploring the stunning Bath Abbey to wandering through the charming shops and tea rooms, you'll find something to keep you entertained. And if you're feeling peckish, be sure to try a Bath bun. It's a local delicacy that's sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Just don't ask me what's in it. Some things are better left a mystery. Next stop, York Minster, a cathedral so grand it makes Buckingham Palace look like a garden shed. Seriously, this place is massive. It's like they took all the best bits of medieval architecture and crammed them into one building. Stained glass windows? Check. Soaring arches? Check. A history that dates back centuries? Double check. Walking through York Minster is like taking a step back in time. You can practically hear the echoes of monks chanting and knights clinking glasses in the Great Hall. But don't worry, you won't need a suit of armour to visit. Just bring your sense of wonder and a camera with plenty of memory space, because you're going to want to capture every angle of this architectural masterpiece. Oh, and maybe a head for heights, because the views from the top of the tower are not for the faint of heart. Last but not least, we're finishing our adventure in Brighton, a city that's as vibrant and eclectic as a bag of Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. Located on the south coast, Brighton is famous for its pebbled beach. Don't forget your sandals. Its iconic pier with its amusement arcades and fairground rides, and its anything-goes attitude. This is a city where you can be yourself, no matter how quirky or unconventional you might be. In fact, the more unique, the better. Take a stroll along the seafront, grab some fish and chips, and soak up the atmosphere. And if you're feeling brave, take a ride on the Brighton Wheel for stunning views of the city and the coastline. Just maybe avoid the candy floss, unless you want to end up with sticky fingers and a sugar rush the size of a small earthquake. Well, folks, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of England's most amazing places, complete with bad jokes, questionable accents, and enough laughter to make your cheeks hurt. From the historic streets of London to the rolling hills of the Cotswolds, England is a country that's bursting with charm, history, and a healthy dose of eccentricity. So what are you waiting for? Book that trip, pack your bags, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. And don't forget to bring your sense of humour, you're going to need it. Thanks for joining us on this hilarious tour of England's most amazing places. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel fun. Cheers, and see you in the next adventure.